Hey guys, we're back on the trail.
Hi.
We're at the Santa Paula Punchbowls today, and obviously is in Santa Paula, or
Yes.
close to it.
Yes.
We're actually going through the canyon, which is the Santa Paula Canyon, and it should lead to the Punchbowls.
Yes. And this trail is an out and back trail of approximately 6.6 miles with 925-foot elevation gain. And it's not difficult per se to get to the first punch bowl. It's just a little confusing. The trail isn't very well lined out. And it's going to be steep the closer we get to the punch bowl. We're actually going to venture further to the second punch bowl, which not many folks get to. So we'll be showing you guys that today.
And the parking here is very limited. So come early if you can. If not, there's extra parking down the road on Highway 150.
Closer to the college.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for you guys that know, the college used to be the entrance, but it's not anymore. It's actually moved in. There's a sign that would tell you. And we're also going to continue picking up trash.
Yes.
So let's get on the trail and let's enjoy.
We're here at the start of the trail, and as you can see, there is limited parking. However, there is additional parking across the road from the college. It's about 150 feet away. Many folks also park on the side of the road, but just be cautious of passing vehicles. This is a very popular hiking spot and was actually requested by some of our viewers. This trail features a 25-foot waterfall and a refreshing pool where you can relax. The punch bowl is above the falls, and there are additional punch bowls if you trek further along, but they're a little more difficult to get to. Here, we'll cross the creek using the rocks as stepping stones. Then you'll take a left. We'll stay on the trail and then cross the creek once more. You'll see the continuation of the trail across the creek.
We haven't really come across any mosquitoes, but we put on bug spray just in case. And also, besides bugs, always be aware of the wildlife because you never know when you'll run into mountain lions. The trail is clear here and we'll come up to another creek crossing soon. As you can see, we're navigating along the Santa Paula Creek towards the punch bowls. This beginning portion is very green with plenty of trees shading the trail and even some palm bushes scattered around. Either of these paths will keep you on the trail. Today we'll be making a right. At this fallen tree, we'll hop over and continue onward. Back in the day, this trail started by Thomas Aquino's college, and you needed to walk a little over a mile around the campus through the ranch property to even reach the start of the trail. With recent trail upgrades, you not only save yourself the campus trip, but you also see more trail markers posted that help the hikers through the trail, like this one telling you go to the left.
We've left the shaded area and now the trail is somewhat exposed. After this portion, it will get shaded again. Don't forget your hat and your sunscreen. One nice thing with the trail markers in place is we're seeing much less graffiti than in the past. We still see some of that along the trail, but not as much. After walking along the log path, we come to this paved road and trail marker pointing us left to stay on trail. This ranch is private property, so please be courteous and don't steal an avocado from the avocado trees, as tempting as they look. We'll keep on the paved road, which will lead us to a fenced-off oil well. Please note, dogs are welcome on leashes, but keep them in mind if you're feeling adventurous. You could be taking a path that your fur baby could have trouble navigating. Here, we'll take a left.
So far, this portion of the trail is well maintained and eventually reconnect with the wooden creek. Despite trail upgrades, it is still pretty easy to get lost on this trail and even disoriented. Pay close attention to trail markers and for bright trail flagging tape to help guide you. We follow the trail which leads to another creek crossing. You'll see the trail marker across the way. Here, take a right. Oh, and if you're following a different group of hikers, make sure they know where they're going. You don't want to follow a group then everyone gets lost. The trail is well lined out here as we work our way through the Santa Paula Canyon. One thing you want to remember is to keep valuables out of sight in your parked car. A friend of ours unfortunately had her car broken into while visiting this trail.
Talking about parking, no permit or pass is required to park at the trailhead or to hike this trail. We eventually come to this fenced off area. We're going to keep going straight past it to stay on trail. There's a marker as well. We're here in the end of May and it's still pretty fresh, but it can get really hot out here in the summer. The good thing is you're near the water, so it's bearable, but the stretches where there's no shade or water can get pretty miserable. Right around here, the trail can begin looking unclear. You'll want to keep an eye out for these rusted pipes along the ground to guide you. Since this is a popular trail, it is heavily trafficked and sadly trash is frequently spotted along the trail. Please remember to leave no trace when visiting, and if you happen to have a spare bag with you, we encourage you to pick up some trash on the way out. At this split, we'll make a left.
So far there isn't much change in elevation. Most of the elevation gain is towards the back end. As you get further into the canyon, you'll lose reception, so make sure you let somebody know ahead of time where you're hiking, and also have some sort of GPS or map with you. We have heard of some stories of people getting lost out here. Just keep in mind, after the last trail marker, the creek is further to your right. So here it will be a lot warmer and unshaded. We come up to this trail marker where we'll make a right. So far the trail has been very easy. However, we rated this at 1 difficult due to the rock scrambling and steepness on the back end, plus the total length of the trail. On top of that, it's very easy to get disoriented in the ravine near the waterfall. At the trail marker, you can keep straight to stay along the creek or cross the creek and then take a left. We'll be crossing.
Here we'll make our way up towards Big Cone Camp. Rather than follow the trail all the way towards camp, some hikers choose to trek up the canyon towards the Punchbowls, which is totally fine. It's slightly shorter but can take some time bouncing along the creek. Also, if you have any friends or pets with you, make sure to keep them in mind of trying this option, as it may be difficult for them to hop around the creek. Around this point, we're going to start feeling some of that elevation gain we mentioned earlier. We also come across quite a bit of trail flagging tape in blue and pink, which is quite helpful. While visiting this trail, preparedness is key. Make sure you plan enough time for the hike and relaxing at the waterfall. We wouldn't recommend a night hike here due to so many creek crossings. You don't want to risk an injury after dark. Here, we'll keep straight. Follow the trail by making a sharp left. We'll begin making some switchbacks up the side of the mountain around this area. It's not as shaded on this portion of the trail, but we get to see these amazing open views. Whee!
If you need to take a breather here, feel free to do so. You'll notice a canyon creek on your left-hand side. This is an out and back trail and it takes approximately about 2 hours from the trailhead to the waterfall. If you'd venture to the second and third Punchbowls, add about 30 to 45 minutes one way. Sadly, we were only able to make it to the second Punchbowl since the ropes were cut to access the third one. The third Punchbowl has a natural water slide and refreshing pool to soak in, and it's about 10 minutes walk from the second Punchbowl. If you want to attempt the third Punchbowl on your own, we recommend bringing a rope just in case. As always, do not attempt anything you're not comfortable with. You don't want to risk any injury out here. We know this is a longer video, but please bear with us. We wanted to show as much of the trail as possible to help our viewers out. And we have arrived at Big Cone Camp. We're not that far from the Punchbowl at this point, but if you need a break, this is a nice spot.
From here, we'll descend into the ravine. As you can see, there are a few switchbacks leading down to the creek. You'll want to keep an eye out for graffiti arrows painted throughout the ravine to help guide your way. Here, we'll make a left under the tree branch. You'll cross around a large boulder that eventually leads to a creek crossing and a baby waterfall. There are some arrows guiding the way, and you'll essentially be working up the ravine. Go ahead and take your time in this area and take mental pictures of where you came from, unless you plan on taking the canyon creek back. Today we're hiking back the way we came. If you're planning on venturing to the second and third Punchbowl, you'll want to remember the steep path as it will lead you to that trail. We'll come back to this point after having visited the waterfall. For now, keep going straight. And there she is! Ta-da! Hey guys, so we have made it to the first Punchbowl, and I already got in the water. It is cold. It's really beautiful right now. I've come in the summertime and there's a lot less water, so just keep that in mind if you're trying to venture out here. We're going to keep on going to the second and third Punchbowl, which is a road less traveled.
And also be prepared because there's no service out here. So make sure you have a map or something to go other Punchbowls because it'll be pretty hard if you don't have a way to get around.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's get back on the trail and let's see what happens. We're making our way back to the steep path earlier mentioned. We do want to note that the water wasn't deep at the base of the waterfall this time of year, maybe about 3.5 feet when water is well flowing. Here you'll want to keep an eye out for the fallen log. You'll make a left to go around it. If you look over the trail, you can see the pool below the waterfall. Also, Connie misspoke earlier saying we made it to the first Punchbowl. Technically, it's Santa Paula Falls, and the Punchbowl is located above it, as you can see here. Here you could go straight, but we're gonna make a left to check out the cool flat space and look over more of the punch bowl. As you can see, we're going straight, but we recommend just backtracking to the last split so you can easily stay on the trail. Now, we need to get adventurous and get over the brush and branches to make our way back to the main trail. You can actually see the main trail in the distance. And now we're back on track. In this area, there are quite a few blue arrows guiding the way to the second punch bowl, so keep your eyes peeled. At this point, we'll start inclining a bit.
As you can see, there aren't many other hikers on this back end. We're not sure whether many folks know about the other punch bowls or they simply prefer not to attempt it. Up ahead, you'll come across a small fire pit indicating that you've arrived at Cross Camp. Here, you'll keep right to stay on trail. We begin to descend down towards the creek where we'll climb over some boulders. Just follow the sound of the rushing water. And we made it! Up ahead, you scale the rock face towards the top of the waterfall, where you would then need to dip into the punch bowl and make your way over the tall boulders. Careful, it's slippery.
Hey guys, we reached the end.
The end for us.
Kind of. Yeah, we actually made it to the second punch bowl.
Yeah.
We tried for the third, but with all our equipment and everything, it would be kind of sketchy. I mean, even normally, it would probably be sketchy.
Yeah, I scouted it out. I went a little further just without my stuff, and the rope that you would use to climb over the boulder to like keep going, it's been cut. So I have short people problems and I wasn't able to go further.
Yep, so unfortunately we're not able to show you the third one, but at least we're able to show you two of them.
And we're cool saying we know our limits.
Yep. I mean, you gotta know, because I mean, that third one you could have gone over the boulder, but then good luck trying to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you don't want to be airlifted from here.
Definitely.
But either way, I think it's really nice out here. We do recommend it, especially to the first one. The second one's not bad. It's just more of an incline, so you'll be going up quite a bit.
Right. I think the initial incline is kind of sketchy, like right after the first bowl, and then the trail clears up a bit. It turns out to be fine. So it's up to you what you feel comfortable with.
Exactly. But either way, thank you everybody for coming back, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a like, and if you haven't done a trail and you want to see it before you try it out, leave it in the comments, and we'll try to hit it up. And
As always, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.